obviously you got to play with Joe in college, with Joe Mixon in college, and the way that you guys played back and forth and complimented each other is arguably one of the best tandems in college football history, right? And then you go on to the league, and we'll get to that chapter in a few minutes, but you get to play with Joe again, right? And so what I've always loved watching is how you guys celebrate each other. And it was never you versus him or him versus you. It was, what are we going to go do to move the chains, turn first downs into touchdowns? So just talk a little bit about what it was like to play with Joe in college and in the pros and kind of y'all's relationship.
Oh man, that's my guy. I love him to death. He ran into some unfortunate events, but he bounced back, and I feel like with him, he puts his all into anything. And from day one, I feel like we knew coming in what we wanted to accomplish. And I don't know if he would have been like that with anyone else, like with anyone with his type of attitude. I feel like we gelled so well together because we're total opposites. He's loud, he's out there, he's very vocal, about who he is and what he does. And I'm more reserved, laid back, kind of, take the backstage on everything. I feel like that's how we work so well together because, he can scream and yell and chant whatever for the both of us. And I just go in and get my work done, and he can scream and chant for me too. So, so I really feel like that played a big part in how well we work together. Just because, first I didn't have any ego to begin with, but we kind of put our egos aside, our differences, whatever those were aside, and we just was like, hey, we want to get to the same spot, so let's make it happen. And there was never, from the first day we stepped on campus, there was never any tension. There was never any downplaying one another. We both came in ready to work, both came in ready to win. And I feel like that showed. And once we got to the league, it was like we never stopped being teammates. Once Cincinnati picked me up, there was never any turmoil. There was never any bad blood or anything like I'm trying to take his spot, he's trying to take my spot. No, we just came in and we worked well together. And, we did that for 4 more years at Cincinnati. And I feel like we just picked up where we left off once I got there. We did what we did well, and we just complimented each other, and we just kept stacking them, and it was fun. And I feel like he's an interesting fella. He's a very interesting fella, very out there. But once you're in tight with him, then he got your back no matter what. So just because we played the same position, and as we all know, this league is cutthroat, that didn't matter with us. We were always cheering each other on the sidelines, hoping nothing but the best for, each other, because we knew we wanted to win games. And in order to win games, you have to work together.